They resigned in protest over it.
And Mayor Adams, meanwhile, remains defiant as ever. He appeared at a rally led by his supporters today. He attacked his detractors and defended his record.
Eyewitness News reporter Donald Miles live in City Hall with more on the breaking development. Starla.
David and Sandra, just as Mayor Adams was leaving this church in this afternoon, that rally with supporters, that is when those four high-level officials released their statement announcing their resignation. And two of them, Maria Torres Springer and Chauncey Parker, they had only been in their roles for 3 months, replacing their predecessors who also resigned. Met with loud chants and swarmed by clergy leaders, Mayor Adams greeted like a Super Bowl champion at Rehoboth Cathedral in Bed-Stuy Monday afternoon.
I didn't take a flag to a party. All right. I took a pledge to the people of this city. All right. I'm going to fight for you.
Adams appearing at a third church for a second day in a row as a new fracture hits his administration. His first deputy mayor and 3 deputy mayors stepping down from their posts this afternoon. A joint statement from Maria Torres Springer, Ann Williams Isom, and Mira Josie says, due to the extraordinary events of the last few weeks and to stay faithful to the oaths we swore to New Yorkers and our families, we have come to the difficult decision to step down from our roles.
The team will put out, basically put out a response to any change in appointments or change in assignment.
The mayor's office later releasing a statement saying, I am disappointed to see them go, but given the current challenges, I understand their decision and wish them nothing but success in the future. Today's departures among what's becoming a long list of high-level officials to resign from the Adams administration.
When I was indicted, people said that's the end of the administration. People said that, people have lost confidence. And go back and do an analysis from the day that I was indicted to what we have accomplished.
The extraordinary events from last week, the DOJ's decision to dismiss corruption charges against the mayor, allowing ICE to set up in Rikers, and this appearance on Fox and Friends.
If it doesn't come true, I'll be back in New York City. Everyone will be sitting on the couch in his office, up his butt saying, where the hell is the agreement we came to?
Let's talk about your appearance on Fox News with Tom Homan. A lot of that seems to have turned the tide, sitting next to him and him saying, I'm going to get in your butt. Respond to how that might have made people feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah, but first of all, let's be honest, it didn't turn the tide. These are the same people who have been attacking me no matter what. Before Fox and Friends, no matter what. And Tom came out after and stated, listen, I was joking with her. We were rimming each other the entire day.
And Mayor Adams went on to say that's just what former cops do, and he found nothing offensive about that statement. In regards to the 4 deputy mayors who stepped down today, they will remain in their positions to ensure a seamless transition. And Mayor Adams went also on to say as well that New York City will move on. Reporting live in Bed-Stuy, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Darla, thank you very much. We want to continue our discussion of the shakeup in the Adams administration. We're going to be joined now by attorney Jennifer Jones-Austin, CEO and Executive Director of the Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us again.
Good afternoon.
Your reaction to these resignations, a city government in chaos. Can things continue this way and that city government be effective?
The 4 deputy mayors who resigned all played a significant role in the mayor's administration. These 4 individuals, I've had the privilege of working with 3 of them. First Deputy Mayor Torres Springer, she and I worked together during the last Deputy Mayor Ann Williams Isom, she and I have been together since the Bloomberg, and even before that, as I think about it, more than Giuliani years. Together we stood up with then Commissioner Scopetta, the Administration for Children's Services, and Deputy Mayor Chauncey Parker. He and I worked on NYPD police reform. I know them all.
In Arabia, after a meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Jerusalem. In that meeting, Netanyahu endorsed Donald Trump's controversial plan to take control of the Gaza Strip. Egypt, however, proposing a plan of its own that would involve Palestinians staying in place that excludes Hamas from the process.
More cuts to federal departments to tell you about today. The Trump administration has begun firing several hundred Federal Aviation Administration employees. Aviation safety union officials say that probationary workers were sent emails Friday night notifying them they've been fired. The firings concerns hit the FAA as it's facing a shortage of air traffic controllers. The Elon Musk-led Department of Government Efficiency has not commented today. Also, cuts being made at the Centers for Disease Control. Right now, the CDC looking at laying off nearly 1,300 employees. That is 10% of its workforce. Among them, about 24 workers who made up the Laboratory Leadership Service, dubbed the Disease Detectors. That group is responsible for training public health laboratory staffers and supporting outbreak response efforts. Now, a mid-level CDC official said that termination emails for the group cited poor performance, even though most of the dismissed employees, we understand, have excellent performance reviews.
Pope Francis remains in the hospital and has been diagnosed with a complex respiratory tract infection. 88-year-old Pope had initially been admitted for bronchitis
of the mayor and is in his ear. She is considered to be competent. She served in the Cuomo administration. Then we have Tiffany Raspberry, who's been over intergovernmental affairs, who too was appointed deputy mayor. Thirdly, we have Deputy Mayor Fabian Levy, communications, and fourthly, we have Deputy Mayor Anna Almanzar, who was brought in, I believe, by Camille Joseph Barlow. She too served in the Cuomo administration. Their portfolios
identified the victim who was shot and killed inside of this home here behind me on Clover Place as a 17-year-old girl from Brooklyn. We're also learning another minor, a 16-year-old boy, has been arrested in connection with the fatal shooting and is now facing some serious charges.
We've got a situation where the mayor has lost half of his cabinet.
Yep.
And is he able to perform his duties? If the DOJ, if she were to move before the DOJ, before the district court judge renders a decision, what could happen now is the argument that the mayor needs to be in place so that he can carry out the immigration orders. Well, if he's no longer mayor, is there really any merit to the motion anymore? Because now he can't perform his duties as mayor, and maybe the charges will move forward. So we may find ourselves in a situation: who goes first, Governor Hochul or the district court judge? And frankly, I think that at this point, our governor is in a very difficult position because I don't know if our mayor can truly function anymore as mayor.
Jennifer Jones Austin, hearing from you is always enlightening. This is a conversation that is continuing across the city today. We appreciate you spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are following other news of the day, and the FDNY is investigating an apparent.
And so we did visit the victim's home in Brooklyn earlier today to try to speak with family, and a woman said to be the 17-year-old's mother didn't want to speak at the moment. We also tried to speak to some folks who we saw coming out of the house where the victim was shot here behind us. They also declined to speak. For now, we're live in Hollywood. Charles Watson, News 4 New York.
Charles, we thank you. An early morning fire in Washington Heights sent several people to the hospital. Firefighters were called to an apartment building on Wadsworth Avenue, West 186th Street, just after 12:30 this morning. And it took them nearly an hour to get
Well into the overnight hours. New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson live this afternoon at the scene with more. Anthony?
Senator, we're just getting an update from PSE&G. They say they have finally been able to shut off the gas. Now they are working on repairing the main. The road is still shut down out here, but these crews will be working several hours longer. Crews are in for the long haul to repair a ruptured gas main that forced a shutdown of traffic on Secaucus Road. The smell of gas is so pungent in the area because it is being vented through open manholes. The repairs could last late into the night.
It's a high-pressure main, 16-inch, leaking. They immediately had PP on the scene, and they had the road shut down, so nobody would travel through it. Contacted public service, they came out to assess the situation.
After she was struck by a hit-and-run driver in Westbury on Friday night. How could they do that right away? Jane and her husband had enjoyed a concert at Westbury Music Fair. It was after 11 p.m. when they and the rest of the crowd walked up the sidewalk of the parking lot to their car. That's when she was struck. It felt like whoosh. like somebody just came up from behind you and you went flying, like with like a 10-ton truck hit me. My stepdad ran after the truck and left her on the ground and ran after the truck and tried to get the truck to stop.
The driver didn't stop, but they were able to take a picture of the truck, an apparently gray Dodge Ram. Jane has already had surgery and a metal rod inserted into her leg. She also needs wrist surgery. All this sidelining a very busy tennis coach.
Mark it down low.
Jane teaches tennis to more than 100 kids throughout the year. Doctors say it could take 3 to 6 months for her to recover.
If the driver was watching right now, what do you want to say to them? I'm going to forgive him. But you have to do the right thing. You make mistakes in life. You got to own up to them, and you have to go to the police.
Now, Jane's family, as well as the police, are urging anyone who knows about this car, this incident, or has any dash cam video to please come forward and to call the police. Meanwhile, Jane is still at the hospital, and she's going to undergo wrist surgery on Wednesday. We're live from Westbury tonight. Paisley Chang, News 4 New York. Paisley, thank you. All right, let's get to some baseball news. A welcome sight for Mets fans. They've been waiting for this.
Right, when you wake up, it's your lean out.
Good morning, everybody.